Hi, welcome back to a new part of our tutorial series to build a motorbike. Yeah, we go on with working. We start with the absolutely horror of each artist, such like that. That isn't to do with normal objects. You must do it by hand from your brain, and you must see it in your brain how that works. So we try that. So we add mesh, plane, rotate x 90 degrees, scale down, edit mode, vertex select, delete 3 words, get 1, grab them, position them. You must think on the modifier on all the other stuff there. So that means where is the middle point, it will be rounded. So better we follow them correctly. We make it first simple, and then we look what we can connect with and so on. Here should be the bending, so we have here point, there point, and here, so that we have there one at the smallest part, and go back, smallest part, out of the roundness, bring it there. Here we later must go into the material. We have a 3D model, not a 2D, so that all will be horrible, but must be done. So we will try it minimum. Better we will do it. And it must not be the complete same thing. We can have little differences there, that is not the problem. So then we can close here by pressing F. Now we have that structure that we would. So we bring it somewhere, so Shift D and bring it downward. That is our base mesh in 2D. It's not 3D, it's 2D. So at first, the important thing is that we get quads here. So we connect what we can, what have 4 edges. So F to close that. We see here we need a middle cut to get that, but yeah, we will see. We look where we can close some. Here that one is a quad. F to close. That one here is one. Close. And don't make too fine things, because then the handling later is very complicated. So better have a little rough stuff there. Okay, here we close. There we close. That one. Okay. So we have that. The natural style will be horizontal lines, but we don't have here horizontal lines in the moment. We can change that anytime we would, so we don't care about that now. Good, we start here. Edge selection and space, tools, subdivide, vertex selection, close that plane, then this one. Okay, Now we should close that whole thing here, but you see here is another one, so we need here one too. So at first with Shift D we bring it there and then close that. Then we close the big one. We surely have here one too much, so we first close there. Now we have 3 there. 3 is horrible, so we have to make another in, subdivide one time, vertex selection, take them all, close with F. Good, we have done that. We see that here we can close, and like I said, hold it simply. Don't should be much words, because then we don't can handle them all. There's too much then. Good, but we must have some of them. There's around us. Here we got some. We tried that. I never know it before I do it, so we do it. Subdivide, vertex select, spacebar, search, and we need an edge slide. So edge slide. Oh, it is no edge, it is vertex. So vertex slide. Mr. Alt, what you tell them? Okay, vertex slide, but only this one. Good. So bring them there, and then we close that here. One more. Okay, then we can close that here. Good. Now we need here one, and there one, and maybe there. But that I don't want. Okay, so we go on. We go here, subdivide one time, vertex select, middle point, spacebar, vertex slide, to bring it to the same height as the other one, so that we get a topology, some topology, because we have none. So then we see we need here words to close that, and that one two. There are two, and 2 lines gives a sharp line. That is the problem by that. Good, we will see. We cut here with a knife from there to there. Spacebar, activate the cut. Then we close that. Now we have that here. There are 2 chances we can make here word and close that, and then the rest. I think that's a better one than to make here another loop in, then it sharpens too much. So then we go here, subdivide, vertex select, spacebar, search, vertex slide, only the middle point slide. Okay, to this point we close that here, and we close that. Next is we must make here vertex in, but I will before look like it real looks. That is a round stuff, and it goes in a deep, so we need that. Okay, good. So we get a knife and cut to the middle. Left click when you are at some edge there, and then to the end, spacebar. Good. We close that, and we close that. So that is the base structure for that. And you see that it goes in the deep and it is banded and so Shift D. It's a very complicated thing. It's the complicated thing on the whole motorbike. So that takes time. When you now look from the front to that motorbike, you will see that the front, that is our top part that we have there from our model, comes to the lights. Then it goes back and it goes banded to these points here. And that we must reach, and it must be not straight like our one is. It must be a little bit banded in there and here to the front. That is the way to do. Good. So we handle that by Shift D, make another copy, third copy. Wow, he's a good guy. So we give them a modifier, a subdivision surface modifier. You see he rounds up that, but it is too much rounded for us. When you bring that here in front, you will see that it isn't that sharp that it should. Here that must be hard, that must be hard, and so we have to get loops in here. Control R, bring one here to the back, and now you see that sharpens up there like there. So we have to do it here too. So Control R, bring a loop down, and you see it sharpen up here like there. Good. That one is okay. That one comes in the deep later. Here it gives a cut later that you will see them. Here that must be sharp. So Control R, make a loop in, sharpen up. Good. That should it in the moment for that. That don't really is it in the deep, in the 3D. So we must handle that later. So grab it, bring it there. This one we can delete, it was too much. Grab Shift D, but from them we need to, that one we can move to the second layer through M and to second layer, file, save. Good. And here you see what I mean. This is the 3D of that what we built it in 2D now. So that all must be fit later, and that is the problem on the thing. So we can make a lamp now, and we must adjust them later surely. So we get here same as before, mesh, plane, rotate X 90, scale down, edit mode, delete 3 words, X, delete words, grab one, bring them before the roundness starts, in the middle of the roundness, end of the roundness, and to the next point. It's there. Then we bring it in front, and here is a second line. Nobody sees the real, but it is so, and bring him there. Then there, I think I must go there, and then we close that with F. So we have done that. Shift D, it's the same like the other one. We have it now in 2D. 2D isn't 3D, so we have to work on that. And you see here how the real form looks and what we got. And so at this point we see that here must be that point here. So we have to do here word. So we get here this edge and say subdivide, word selection, spacebar, search, slide, but only the middle one. I every time did the same error. That is bad. I don't learn. So a little bit higher than the other one, and then we can close that point. So we have that face now here, and then comes another face there, but it has the same angle as this one. So we must look that we get quads. That's important. So we can close that. Nobody know. Some of the real profis know before how they do that. I get that by doing. So there are separate methods to do that. We can make here vertex in, or we can do them there. We need a float, but it should be straight there. I would say we'll make it here, so we get a float in. So I make here 2 times subdivide, get a vertex selection, and then I close this one, then the next one, and that should be the last one. So I don't take that here, so I press X, dissolve add words, so I have only that. Now I must cut there with a knife from there to there. Done. And then I can close that part, so we won't get a float. It isn't clever to do that now, because there are different angles later, and that gives many problems. You will see that later. So we let it like it is in a moment. Grabbing, positioning. But don't fear, never fear, it's only Blender. The motherfucking shit, but no, it's very good. So we have to do that here. Important here is we make only the basic structure, the rest we build too, but that we bake later with normals to get there not too much words. So we start at mesh circle. That is 32. That's minimum for that. Rotate X 90 degrees. Scale down. Good. So we have that. We bring that in front. Edit mode. Mark all. Extrude. What's that? I don't believe it. E to extrude. Wow, now. Yeah, that is typically Blender. You do it, it doesn't work. You do it another one, and then it works. Wow. Extrude scale again. Good. A little in and bring it out to the Y. Then we get that higher part there. I bring it more to the side that you see that more. Here's this higher part, and we have that higher part, and F we close that. That is the mesh, and that all we will make textures, normals, and so on. So okay, file, save. We can make here this writing there. That is the first. So we add a curve That's important because we want the letters follow some, and letters can only follow curves, not meshes. So we take curve circle, rotate x 90 degrees, scale down to that size. So that is our reference for bending the text. So first we must type the text, and it will be straight line horizontal, and it should later be bended like this ring. So what we do, we add text, rotate x 90 degrees, then we have it there, we scale it down and type the text in the same high as the other one. So that is press tab on the keyboard, then with backspace delete them and type front. Good. Then we make all the typings now. We can scale it a little, but not too much. I'll see it. Okay. Shift D, make a copy, bring it here down to tap on numpad, backspace to delete, and then we type push spacebar lock. Okay. To see them better, I see it that we don't find it later when we get no other color there. So we give them here simply black, new, diffuse, black, and then we see better. Okay. Material 003. Hi, welcome back to a new Power Tutorial tutorials. We start with the brake. So make your screencast keys on. We have that here. There's our basic stuff that we have to build. We see here this round stuff that we built first. So add mesh cylinder. We take here 24. We scale down. We rotate x 90 degrees. Then we take Shift D, make a copy of them. Then we make a copy of that, Shift D. Then we take here the half of them. So we delete the rest. So we take that here and delete that. So we have only the half. Then Shift D will make a copy of that and rotate set 180 degrees. So that is our base structure that we have now. Now we join that all together. Now we have that here. Now we look where we get this rounding and how strong it should be. So that means when we take that here, we can here see by grabbing that that is the best angle for that. So we take that here too and make here the same. So that means we don't need that here, so we can delete that. Then we can delete that here too. Same on the other side. And that here. Good. Now the interior we don't need, so we delete all that here and maybe that here and that here. So we only have to combine them now. So I get that here and place that in the absolutely middle there. But we have 2 points then here, so we get them both and say merge at center. But sure, you must say it for both, because we have here an upper and a downer. So merge at center, and at the down part 2 merge at center. Same is on the other side here. We merge it so we got that. Then we take here the other line with L, we can select that and then simply make the same merging. So we have done that. We take here the whole top part, F to close. Then we bevel there, Control B, move the mouse. We see we got errors there, and that is because that isn't applied all correct, and the normals are not in the right direction at the moment. So we mark all and can say here normals recalculate, so they come in one direction. Then we have to say here the object apply rotation scale, and then we try it again. Control B, move, and you see it works. Good. We give a smooth on that all. So on that and on that, smooth the faces, and we have that thing here. Good. That was the first step. Then we have the same like that in the smaller part there. So we make simply Shift D and get it there. Rotate Y 90 degrees, and then later we plug them on. Rotate X minus 90. That is now this part here. We need to do that, all this stuff there. But before we do that, we look here. Here we see the form that we have. So we can take here, add mesh a cube, bring them here, and then we extrude them. So get word selection with background selection, get here this whole line, bring them up a little, scale in the X, then we take here the complete one, extrude again, bring them up too, so that we here and there, and then extrude and scale X to bring him there, and here we want to scale X 0, so we have a plain one. Then we make here loop in, so we can delete that. It is a similar object, so we simply can now Shift D, make a copy, and rotate Z 180 degrees, so we can now join that together. So we make it as before, we merge that. Good. We've done that. bring that in front. We need here a smooth on that all, and when we look correctly, then you will see that there is then another one between that. So, but first we make that here. So we remove doubles, we go to UV, we say recalculate the normals, we go back in object mode, object, apply, rotation scale, then we get here the complete front line. That's that one and that one plus this one, and that we want bevel 2, so Control B, move and roll. So we got that. That is the base structure for that. We now want to bevel here these edges. So that one. We can take that here too, and that. Control B, move and roll, and we got that. That is enough. We smooth that completely. Scale down. So we have that. Now we need this triangular stuff there. And that means we take here simply add mesh cube, scale in the X, scale in the hole. We rotate Y minus 90. Wow. Rotate Y minus 90. That's the wrong direction. Why? Okay. Then we make it later. Oh, my language changed here. I have a German computer, so he understands only German, and he was on English. So we have that. Good. Scale set, make it a little smaller here. Then we need that one. We get it in front, scale Y. Then we get the down part, this one, and scale them in the whole size. And scale in the X a little more. Then we get them in front of it. So we got that. That all in all, scale Y a little. So we have that. Then we scale that here and scale that in the X2. Bring it there. Scale in the set. We see what happens. We need it down to, nearly down to, so scale set again, that we stay on the other thing there, that is okay. Then we get that one here and place that in front too. So we got that. That is nearly scale down, that what we see there. So I think both can be a little bit more in, that it is not that drastic effect there. Good, that looks better for me. We can make here this one a little bit longer into, so we give them 2 loops. Scale set, and then we get here out 2 faces, that one and the other one. Then we bring the edges more into, so that we have the leaning effect there. And now we have more that effect there. Good. But that is all okay. So we got that. That must come to it. That means we have to rotate at minus 90 degrees. Bring it on the same height like our base model there. Look from top so you can see it better. I'll make a copy of that GFD. Then we take that one, rotate, and bring it onto, such like rotate that. Good. So that is okay for that moment. We see here this round stuff coming out. So we take here simply add mesh cylinder. 24 is okay, scale down, rotate x 90 degrees, so we have that. Then we simply plug that there and Shift D, another one there. Join them both together and we scale and Y so that we have that here, and then we use a cube between that, so add mesh cube, scale down, scale in the X, so make it in the half, and then bring it onto, so we have that, and that is nearly good for now, but we scale a little on Y, here the same, but without that, scale Y and bring it in position. Good. They should be smoothed, but we know smoothing needs loops. We know that. Not all know such things, but I often tell it to you, so you should know that. Good. In the front, what is wrong with them? That is smoothed, but is a flat. So we have to flat that. Good. Done that all. That is good. Now we have to make the screws on here. There are no normal screws, so there are with a star in it, such like that. I think there are 6 or so. So we try that. We add mesh cylinder with 12. Scale down. Rotate X 90 degrees. Get the whole side. Then we want only edges from there, and we want only each second one, so we go to select, checker, deselect, and then we have here each second one, and then we simply scale that, so we got that style of this star, and that we cut them into the screw there. So we get here a reddish color to see that better, where we cut later. Good. So here we need a sphere or something like that. So add mesh sphere, scale down, take only the half, so edit mode with background selection, word selection, border selection, and delete the half. Then we bring that down, extrude, and close that with F. Then we scale the whole object in the set, so we get that smaller touch there. We smooth that. We get this one, rotate X 90 degrees, rotate Y 90 degrees, so we get that. Now we should bring it in front, bring that in front, rotate that again, and the Y 90, so we have that, and we bring that in the middle, but we see we have here different high values that we don't want, so we mark that, scale set 0, and then it's plain. That is okay. So now we bring them in the middle, top view, so we can place that correctly. That is good. Now we have to take a boolean, so file, save, make secure copy, Shift D. Then we get this name, this cylinder 33. We get here on this one, then we say boolean, he should difference, that was cylinder 33 there, I think, cylinder point, not point, cylinder point 033. Good, then we apply that, and we can move that away, and we have that screw billet. Wow. So we move that here to the second layer by pressing M, second layer, good. We have now the screws here. Scale down, rotate X 90 degrees, bring one here, bring it in front, you see we have here shading error, so can make the loop, then it's good. That here is normal error, so you can make it with that split. So then Shift D, make a copy of that and place it there, and the same we do on the top, so Shift D, place one there, and Shift D, place one there. Good. Then we see this mystery things there. So we take that mesh cylinder, make here 24, scale down, scale set, scale down, rotate X 90 degrees, grabbing, positioning a little bit greater, okay. So then bring it in front, get here the front, bevel that a little, good. Then we place their cube on, add mesh cube, scale down, scale X, bring it in front, scale in the Y a little. Then we make here a loop in and scale set. That was it. We have to give them a little bevel. So we take all, that's the best. But not that, not that. Good. Control B, move and roll. So we got a nice bevel effect there. And place that on the screw head and into it. So we have built that thing. It should be a little bit longer, I think. So scale Y. So we have that, and that is what we want. So we give them here at this side a smooth effect. So we go there and take smooth. Then we need the two loops, you know. So then we join them together as one, and we have done this screw type. Shift D, make a secure copy, move that to the second layer, get this on this plate there. So there, but it should be smaller, such like that, and Shift D, another one, place there. Okay, good. We have done that. That is all for the brake stuff there. So we can merge that all together, join that all together. So B, border select, join, and we have that. Here we can use some loop to decide to get this shading arrow away, and that was that. It's done. We place it there. Good. Make a secure copy, Shift D, and move it to second layer. Good. That was it for today. See you in the next tutorial. Bye.